What's good YouTube, Ben here, welcome to the next video on the channel. In this one, I'm going to give you another episode of Glitch Paradise on Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon for PS1. This one is going to be the zombie glitch. Let's get into this. Hey everyone, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you. Alright, so zombie is a pretty interesting glitch, and it has a very interesting side effect on Lost Fleet specifically. So you want to be in Lost Fleet, and what we're going to do is quickly wipe out this enemy so he doesn't interfere with us. Now I'm actually going to take an intentional death here as well. So it's better to time this with having sparks at full, because you get a bit more timing. Now, what we're going to do, this will work by the way on emulator on PS1, PS2, whichever platform you're playing on, PS3, whichever one you want. So you're going to come to the green acid. Now what we're going to do is we're going to burn our butt and get down to 0 sparks. I'm going to keep going in the acid. Now, once you get down to 0 sparks, what you want to do is you want to pause on the frame just before you hit the acid to die. Now, timing this can be a bit hard. On actual hardware, it's not so bad, because in actual hardware you get rumble feedback, which the rumble feedback is a great way to tell whether you got it or not, because if you pause on the frame before you die in the acid, it will still give you rumble feedback to say that you actually died when you didn't, so you'll know if you've got it. On emulator, you kind of have to eyeball it, which is a bit hard, so we'll probably end up failing this a couple of times, because this can be quite difficult to do on emulator, but I'm doing it for quality's sake. So let's jump in with this. So 1, 2, 3. We mistimed it by a frame. I went 1 frame over instead of 1 frame before. It's pretty easy to do. 1, 2, 3. We're too high. That wouldn't have worked. I did it a couple of frames too early. But there's a really cool reason I want to show you guys this glitch. Too early again. I'll know when I've got it. I've speedrun this game too many times to know when to not know when I've got it. We've got it. Right, so now we've got zombie activated. This is going to give us a really cool side effect in Evening Lake specifically. So this is useful for a lot of different glitches and skips, but for a specific skip in general. So you'll know if you've got it because you can't, 1, use the pause menu. If you press start, it'll do nothing. And 2, when we swim up, we'll have a glitch called swim in air, which is the only way to get swim in air inside of Evening Lake. So you can use this to get all the eggs that are surrounding, but we can also use this to get out of bounds. So now we're out of bounds. And one thing that's really cool is, so the inside the whale is right here, which you can see the inside of it. It's another instance off screen, which is kind of cool. You can also see the cage where Hunter gets trapped in later in the game as well. It's, again, rendered under the floor. But what we're going to do is, if we go under here quickly, so under this room where you get an egg. Now, this part's very specific, but you can actually end up skipping into either Bentley's Outpost or Honey Speedway just by being in this section. We need to hit the load trigger for it, and it's a bit hard to hit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back out quickly because I can probably get it a bit easier from out here. So you kind of want to end up at this section here, and then it's sort of finagling around a little bit. Like, the load trigger for the levels are here, it's very well hidden. There's no indication for it. You can also use it to get into Charmed Ridge as well early. But again, the load zones are pretty well hidden. If you go too far down, you will die and it will end zombie, so be mindful of that. But it is kind of hard to hit these load triggers, unfortunately, but it's a very cool glitch because it allows you, like I said, to get into the out of bounds, which you can just basically get all the stuff around Evening Lake with this pretty quickly as well. And don't worry about clipping back in either. If you clip back in by accident, it's fine because you still have zombie. So you can basically just keep going. It doesn't matter. And of course you can just fly around, which is kind of cool. I unfortunately can't get into those loads. They're pretty hard to hit, so practice with them. If you want to end zombie, the best way to do it is to literally just die. So run into these fires. It'll kill you, it'll end zombie, and then you'll be back to normal. You can then at that point use your pause menu and you will no longer have swim in air. But yeah, let me know what you think about this glitch in the comments down below. Don't forget to support the channel further if you want to by becoming a channel member from as little as 99 pence per month here in the UK, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching today's video. You can hit the button on the right to subscribe to the channel, You can hit the button on the left to watch the previous video. Don't forget to like and comment as well to help boost this video in the YouTube algorithm, and don't forget you could support me further by becoming a channel member for extra perks. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.